It was really deep and dark for many years. There was an instance where when I was shooting heroin or shooting pills, I was driving and I looked behind me and I thought I was hiding it from my son. My little boy's got a belt around his arm, smiling, doing what his daddy does, and I knew at that instant that I hit bottom and I failed as a father and I didn't deserve my son. I kept just getting even worse and worse and getting so lonely. I tried to hang myself and I couldn't. Right then and there I knew that there was a God. God, he reached down and pulled me out of darkness, and shortly after that I came to Teen Challenge. And he showed up and he showed me I was worth something. He showed me that I was worth loving, and he showed me that his love, and he showed me love for the first time. That I had everything backwards. I learned that I had viewed the world twisted. Everything that I thought was right was wrong. When I came to Teen Challenge, God just kind of opened my heart. I realized that doing the right thing is what you should be doing in life. Following Christ, walking like him, trying to be like him. I will be built into a good father. I will be built into a godly man, a godly father. Teen Challenge has helped me accomplish character, integrity, working relationships, to be a better man, freedom, confidence in myself. I got so much more hope to help me accomplish life, thanks to Jesus Christ, and restore my life through Teen Challenge. I tried killing myself a couple nights before I went to Teen Challenge. I thought I worked up the courage to actually hang myself, which was really just weakness. And I went out there and I tried to hang myself in a shed, but there was nowhere to hang myself. The shed was built so different that there was nowhere to wrap a noose around. And right then and there I knew that there was a God. And shortly after that I came to Teen Challenge.
I grew up in a good home. I graduated high school, graduated college, did all the good stuff we're told to do growing up. I didn't get much trouble, but I did start using drugs when I was 12 years old. I got through high school, went to college, left all the friends there, but the drugs were still there. Got away from family and got more into the drugs. After my third arrest, they made me sit in county for a while. After they had talked to the judge, the DA, they told me that I was accepted to go to a program and I could go. If I admitted that I need help, I decided I would do it, got over my pride and went. Coming here, it's taught me how to care about others, how to love other people, not only about myself. I've grown closer to my family than I ever have before. Now, every time I go home for holidays, they ask me to lead a prayer before dinner. I always wanted to pray, always wanted for me to share Bible scriptures with them. I'd never read a Bible until I came here. Coming here, it's taught me how to care about others, how to love other people, not only about myself.
Whenever my parents first got divorced, all I saw was a lot of evil and a lot of hate. Once I got to high school, it manifested into partying, hanging out with the wrong crowd. I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and it didn't matter what anybody else said to me. In the span of like 6 years, I've been kicked out of 4 different homes, from family members to grandparents to friends. I was so careless and reckless, nobody knew what to do with me. Up until when I went to Teen Challenge, I was trying to do it on my own power. Now I've truly been able to see the true love of Jesus since I've been here. It's really helped me grip on how I can break this cycle. God's really placed a desire and a passion in my heart to work with adolescents, because that's where my problem started. A desire and a passion to show you don't have to have acceptance through drugs, through girls, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is Jesus.
That was the entryway to addiction, was getting to go to high school parties at 12 and starting to drink and starting to smoke cigarettes. By the time I was 14, I was smoking marijuana pretty regularly. So for the next 20 years, I was off and on, and more times on than not. That led to me reaching out to my younger brother. So he made some phone calls, and 3 weeks later I was on a bus from Odessa, Texas to Tulsa. Since I've came to Green Country Teen Challenge, life has been so different. I've really learned about a relationship with God. I've learned that the truth about who you are, and the truth about how He feels about you, and how He created you and who He created you to be, it will change your life. You'll find that confidence that you've been lacking. You'll find that love that you've been looking for. My son has given his life to Christ. My sister, my niece, my whole family now is serving the Lord. My son is able to do things that he wasn't able to do before because I was dragging him around through mess, and now he's able to participate in tennis tournaments, win stuff like that.
I ran with a pretty rough crowd, and I started partying, going to late night, friends' houses, drinking beer, smoking cigarettes, just getting into illegal activities, living this kind of freestyle life that I can do whatever I wanted to. The woman that I was in a relationship with, she became pregnant with my son. I continued to make bad decisions, completely desperate. I had been using meth for 2 months very strongly. My probation officer, I came to his office and I said, I need help. And the first thing that came out of his mouth was Teen Challenge. Teen Challenge made me feel more at home. I felt safe here. Drugs, depression, alcohol was never the issue. The issue was that I didn't have Jesus in my heart. The things that God has taught me, I can disciple my son now that I'm sober. I can show him that there is a life worth living, and that the life that I lived does not have to be his, because Jesus broke my chains so that me, my son, and my family can be free.
With drug use, I was turned my back on my family completely. Friends, lie, steal, whatever it took. Covering up my shame, my guilt with drugs, I wasn't set free from it. It was actually adding to that cycle. After my roughly 40th time in jail, from the age of 18 to 30, that's when the Lord really started working on me. And my family had been praying a lot, and my aunt had been praying a lot and doing a lot of research, and Teen Challenge was what we came up with. Through Teen Challenge, the Lord has set me free from all of my shame and my guilt, and actually now I'm proud of my life. I'm proud of my testimony. I can't be more happy about the relationship with my family. A complete 180. My past, He's glorifying it, and my goals, to get ordained as a pastor. I know that God's called me to preach. I ultimately lead people to Jesus.